Hey, welcome to Turtleback Zoo. We're here in West Orange, New Jersey today. We're gonna go visit the sea turtles. Come on, let's go.
We are here at Sea Turtle Recovery Center to learn about sea turtles and meet our loggerhead. We need you to help name the loggerhead sea turtle Pomptonian Food Service is sponsoring this year.
I'm here with Brandy and Bill. They are the executive officers here at the Sea Turtle Recovery Center in West Orange, New Jersey. So, what is Sea Turtle Recovery's mission?
So Sea Turtle Recovery rehabilitates sea turtles for release back into the ocean. Every sea turtle is either threatened or endangered, and they do come up here during the summer months. So it's our job, if they strand, whether hit by a boat, swallow a balloon, or ingested plastic, anything like that, that would cause injury or illness, if they wash ashore, we're the only hospital in the state to be able to take care of them.
Okay, how many would you say in a year that you catch?
It really depends, but in the 6 years we've been open, we've released 89, it's just changed to 98 sea turtles.
Wow.
And we're probably going to reach our 100th turtle by the end of the year.
Wow.
So in 7 years,
turtles.
100 sea turtles
Wow.
have come through these doors.
That's amazing. So how many turtles would you say are endangered?
So all sea turtle species in the world are either threatened or endangered. Some species are more threatened than others. Kemp's Ridleys, for example, are critically endangered. There's only a few thousand breeding females left in our population.
Wow, okay.
Now, we don't get nesting turtles here in New Jersey, but we do get the other life stages traveling through our waters during the warm summer months. So when the water is warm, the turtles will travel up the coast, spend the summers here, they'll feed offshore, and then as water temperatures drop in the winter and fall, they should migrate back south to Florida and the Caribbean.
So we don't get hatchlings here. It's a big misconception. You're actually seeing diamondback terrapins. If you're seeing them, they come in our bay waters, and they like the brackish water. So it's a mix of the fresh and the salt water combined. And so if you see a little baby sea turtle, it's not a sea turtle. It's actually a diamondback terrapin, and it needs to be in the bay. Sea turtles can't nest up here because our beaches don't stay warm long enough. They like the really warm temperatures, and you know, some days in New Jersey you're wearing a coat, and the next day you're back in shorts and a t-shirt. So it fluctuates too much, and the beach needs to stay a nice warm temperature. And because it doesn't, sea turtles choose to have their nests farther south. North Carolina and farther south is usually where they'll nest.
Okay, I was gonna say, so probably Florida is like the hot spot for them, like that's their ideal
environment. They love it. Carolinas
environment.
as well, depending on species.
Okay.
But yeah.
So what would you say some of the reasons are for bringing the turtles here?
So sadly, there's still a problem with balloons. People release them into the wild, and they don't realize that these balloons don't stay in the air. They don't travel up. They actually travel into our oceans, where sea turtles mistake them for jellyfish. As they deflate, they're floating along the surface and look amazingly like a jellyfish or shrimp or squid, things like that.
So they think it's food.
They'll go up and gulp them before they realize. And sadly, we get a lot of digested plastics and balloons.
Wow.
So that is one reason we get them. Sometimes it's just illness. The main reason we get sea turtles strand, though, is cold stunning.
What's cold stunning?
So cold stunning is like hypothermia in people. These turtles get their heat from their environment. They don't generate their own body heat. So if they hang around too long as water temperatures drop in the fall, they get too cold and their bodies begin to shut down. And with that, we see a lot of illness, like respiratory infections, colds in their lungs. Sometimes we see frostbite and injuries. And when that happens, we need to bring those turtles in and warm them very slowly over the course of several days. If we warm them up too quickly, it puts them in the shock and they can pass away. So it's a very slow process over a couple days to bring them back up to a normal temperature. And then we start treating them for whatever's wrong, and every turtle's a little different. So almost every cold stun turtle will have some sort of infection in their lungs. And then, again, the frostbite injuries, we treat those as well with antibiotics, topical treatments, things like that.
So what is the process of cold stunning? What from start to finish, if you can kind of walk me through that?
So when they first come in, they're almost ragdoll. And so they're so cold that they've shut down their whole system, but their brain and their heart. And so they're literally just kind of hanging there. Some people don't even know whether they're alive or not. So at that point, we're just trying every 4 hours to swim them to stimulate their heart and their breathing. After about 2 days of that, where every 4 hours we're really rocking them back and forth and they're trying to swim and take breaths, by that point they're ready really to start swimming on their own, chances are. And that's when we start putting antibiotics in the equation. And of course, anytime you're sick, you don't want to eat. The hardest and the biggest trial for them is trying to get them introduced again to food and wanting to eat. It's just
Get that
like
appetite.
when kids are sick, they're like, I don't want to eat, and mom's like, eat Jello, eat soup. What do you want? I'll bring you
I
anything.
think we all understand that feeling.
Yeah, absolutely. So we give them, we try fish, squid, depending on species. It can be crab, anything we can to get them to start eating again.
What can we do to keep these turtles safe and protected? What goes up must come down. So with that being said, we should make sure we're not releasing balloons up into the air anymore because they will land in the ocean and these guys will definitely eat them. We could also reduce more plastic waste by using paper straws versus plastic straws. Sea Turtle Recovery Center is a nonprofit organization. They do rely on donations, so every little bit counts. This can help the turtles get the food and the medicine that they need and basically all the vet care that is going to help heal them and send them back out on their way.
Something else that schools and students can do to help save these turtles is we come out and we can do an education program for the school or for a class. And then a lot of schools will help do fundraisers to, again, help pay for the food and medicine for those turtles.
A little bit about this loggerhead. It's a juvenile loggerhead, which means that this turtle is not yet an adult, but not yet a baby either, which tells us that we are around the age of 8 to 12 years old. It's also too soon to tell if this turtle is a boy or a girl since it's so young. We don't know until adulthood to determine that. The turtle came back from Massachusetts from cold stunning, which means that this turtle did not migrate down south when the waters got warm and stayed around when it got too cold.
As you can see, the turtle is very excited, loves swimming, and doing really, really well. So you guys get to name him or her and pick something fun because that name travels with this turtle forever in our database.
Make sure to check out our Pomptonian Instagram stories every day until June 6th to cast your vote. This turtle will go by either Lucy, Bowie, or Seymour. The choice is up to you. Pomptonian Food Service is a proud sponsor of the Sea Turtle Recovery Center. If you'd like to find out more ways on how you can help and get involved, please visit seaturtlerecovery.org.